During an interview on Arise TV, Kemi Olunloyo, Nigerian journalist, said that Sylvester Oromoni, now late, agreed to join cults while the initiation was ongoing. So, according to her, she said Sylvester, in other words, agreed and willfully collected the beating and the engine oil that was given to him to drink, all in the name of initiation, to become a cultist, to become a hard man. My people, my people. In short, trust Nigerians, they have come to blast her for that narrative, which she called. Hello, global audience. Disclaimer video. This is an update about Sylvester Oromoni, 12 years old Dowen student that was beaten by some seniors in Nigeria, forcing him to become a cultist like them, allegedly, but he refused. So until his death, Sylvester Oromoni was a JSS2 student of Dowen College, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria, West African state. So guys, in this video, the audio of Nigerian popular investigative journalist Kemi Olunloyo said Sylvester succumbed to the beating. Sylvester agreed to the beating and intimidation, the bully, the maltreatment, the humiliation, and everything he went through. Wordings were said by Kemi Olunloyo, Nigerian popular investigative journalist. So guys, why not just dive into the video to get the insight of what I am talking about and how I analyze Kemi's narrative upon the death of late Sylvester Oromoni, a JSS2 student of the Dowen College. Dowen, senior boys, see what you guys have done for yourselves. Dowen, senior boys, see how you brought shame and reproach to your parents. Dowen, senior boys, your mates are in four corners of the classroom. Dowen, senior boys, you run nowhere, you must dance to the music. See, una life, una say na cultism. Now una won't carry for forehead at this early age of una life. Una see shame and disgrace when una put una self, even drag una parents to this dirty deal when una go do. Enemies everywhere, you don't even know who is who. You don't know who to laugh with. They are everywhere, not even in the boarding school, even in the day school. You see their lives. That is what they are. They will be disguising in real face, hiding behind the mask. Don't wait, senior boys. See wetin una put una self. Don't wait, senior boys. See shame and reproach you brought to your parents. Don't wait, senior boys. Your mates are in four corners of the classroom. Don't wait, senior boys. Now you rest in pieces in juvenile center. Abba, this is an allegation of a little boy's death called Sylvester Oromoni, a 12-year-old boy that was beaten to death in the hostel by some senior boys who they claim to be cultists. They want to recruit Sylvester. Sylvester refused to belong. Now so them pane beat am, then give am something to drink. Now Sylvester B.I.R.O.I.P. Poor little boy. Oh, because he went to school, he wanted to become a pilot. Now this boy's cut his life short because he refused to belong. That is the story. Don't waste in your boys. See the life una put una self. Don't waste in your boys. Picking when he say, "In mama no go sleeping to no go rest." Don't waste in your boys. See shame and reproach for your parents. Don't waste in your boys. Look at the mess you have put yourselves into now. Don't waste in your boys. This should serve as lesson to teenagers. Don't waste in your boys. Not only in boarding school, even in the schools. Don't waste in your boys. Nigerians must get to the end of this matter. Don't waste in your boys. You must all come out to dance to the music that you've already started. No hiding place, even for the wicked. That is how it should be, because you remove smile from some people's faces, and you now think, say, you will be existing in life, knowing fully well what you have done by causing pains to the hearts of people. This is not just the first time. Maybe it's happening, but they've been covering it up. I believe Sylvester's case made them to expose themselves. That is how I feel. They have been doing all the while, beating innocent children, all because they want them to belong. That's why I say, don't waste in your boys. See what you guys done to yourself. Don't waste in your boy. Didi has been bitter even from the first day I heard the story. Don't waste in your boy. Nigerians will not give up on this. Don't waste in your boys. All of you will come out and pay for your sins. Don't waste in your boys. You killed Sylvester Oromoni. Don't waste in your boys. Even they say it's an allegation. Don't waste in your boys. Nigerians must get to the roots of this. Don't waste in your boys. You were sent to school to be better person. Yeah, my people, I am still down over the death of late Sylvester Oromoni. Yes, guys. Unfortunately, my people, this one, it choke many Nigerians in short. It shock us because you say your pikin go school to learn bukuru. At the end, they bring dead body back. Abba. When I talk about bully is not only like confrontation, verbal confrontation is bully. Even this video I am making, some persons might come and bully me with their comments they drop. Yes, parents should try and teach their children empathy. In as much as there is God, we pray for our children. It still boils down to us as parents. What are you bringing your children with? How are you training your children? Are you the type of parents that don't want to bring up the children in a godly manner? You are always supporting your children whenever they do something silly and you know that is wrong, you will applaud them. This is what you get. So my people, let your children be friends with you. Don't be scared of your children to talk with your children what you've seen that you have noticed in them, because they must showcase some kind of characters in them, especially when you are not always there 24 hours in the day to see how they are faring. So guys, it is high time parents sit up. Sit up as a parent, or sit up as parents before you do certain things in life. As a parent, you need to decide before you take the decision. You need to decide on something that, yes, this is what I want to do. Then you take your decision. Because if Sylvester's father have decided that you are not going back to that school, he have taken his final decision, I don't think this boy would have gotten his ROIP by now. This should serve as lesson as well to parents. Listen to your children. Parents, listen to your children. They are the leaders of tomorrow. Try to raise them morally and give them sound education. What are you imparting in that your child? Are you this kind of parents that don't want to shout down your child when you know that what he or she is doing is wrong? Instead, you applaud them. This Sylvester's case, I'm not think it's ending anytime soon. Yes, I don't think so. According to the narrative from the school, that late Sylvester played football. So let's assume we are going by the football theory. How many times did he fall to sustain the multiple injuries we saw in his mouth, his arms, his abdomen, his buttocks, his shoulders, his lips with blisters? Who was supervising the boys, the said footballers, and didn't stop the match immediately they find out that late Sylvester had such injuries? Does it mean that the pains didn't even stop the boy from continuing playing the football? And another question I will ask here, how big is this football we are talking about that hit him in the mouth? Even Jojo Okosha, Kanuwakwa Akapapilo, that plays football all their life, football hits them everywhere. They used to head even with their lips. So I have not seen their lips with blisters like that before, my people. So what is the school trying to cover up? Even if you are privileged to watch the video, you will see that the said school football pitch is even sandy. So what in the day that they talk, no matter how they bend this story, this boy must get justice. And moreover, where are the administrative? Let's assume he fell while playing football, as they said. Were the school now not supposed to take the poor boy to the hospital? Or is the health bay not affiliated to any hospital there? My people, I have always been hammering on this, and I will continue, that this is pure negligence. There is no way, or there is no how they want to put the story. So back to the accused. All right. The question I'm asking right now is that these children, are they even God-fearing? It is a question of raising children we are talking about here, to be God-fearing, responsible, respectful, and be humble. Orientation starts from the house. Yes, from the home. Discipline is the foundation of a responsible child. The foundation you lay today determines your tomorrow. So how is the foundation of these children? How were they raised that they now went to school and be doing all these things they did? So it's obvious that the children or these teenagers were hiding behind the mask. So I will say that they are adults in the heart but minor on the face. Yes, so therefore they should face justice, my people. So whatever Sylvester did was under duress, threats, violence, constraints. Because there's a video now that these investigative journalists have come up to say that Sylvester agreed to the beating. That is why I made this statement. If paraventure, like what she said, Sylvester agreed to the beating, Sylvester agreed to the torture, Sylvester agreed to drinking the liquid. So if Madam Investigative Kemi, all right, is saying that, then let's assume that other action used to cause someone into doing something against their will or better judgment. So that is what bullying of the highest order. So I don't even know why she said it's peer pressure, honestly. So even if according to what they are saying, that Sylvester drank engine oil, I don't know, allegedly, and that the engine oil, that was even what the lady said, this Kemi said, and this investigative journalist, that she have investigated and the boy drank engine oil. So that engine oil, according to her, was from the housemaster's car. My question here is that where was the housemaster when they opened his car to take engine oil? And the security men too in school, where were they when they sneak to the housemaster's car? Or does it mean that it was the housemaster that gave them the car keys to go and open the car and get the engine oil? Or was there any way of key duplicate? Did they duplicate the key to take and open the car, housemaster's car, to take the oil? Okay, what about those that gave their eyewitness testimonial? Because this Auntie Kemi, this investigative officer, what is her name, journalist, still said that Sylvester agreed to be beaten and fed with engine oil. My people, I don't know who will succumb to beating. I don't know who will subscribe to beating, a child for that matter. So that is it. If he did what he was asked to do voluntarily, as the journalist said, she should have asked herself these questions I'm asking now. All right? And she should still ask, why was he asked to do so? This boy now that is dead, why was he asked to be beaten? Why was he asked to take those liquid? Who are the group of the people who watered him to do so? Could he have been under duress to agree? It suggests the possibility of courtism in the school. So it's pure courtism. So if Sylvester did those things voluntarily, as Madam Kemi have said, then the country Nigeria need to look in total from the possibility of courtism in junior schools, even primary schools, because higher institutions self, now that one and there it starts. All right. So in short, I don't even know how I will analyze this whatever, because this boys killing, I have done videos over again on it, because it really pained me. It pained me to my bone. All right. So empathy is what our children need, and it is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame or reference. All right. So when you educate your children not to do things that are bad, because when it's done to them, they will not like it. When you tell them that the ability to understand and share the feeling of another person is very important, I think they will listen to you. Because Sylvester was beaten, is it not? Yes. So who would like to be beaten? When you tell a child that if you do this thing, I will flog you, and I will flog you mercilessly, or peradventure you even show the child a video of how they flog people, you will see that child will fidget and will respect him or herself, because he or she doesn't want to be flogged in that manner. That is why I'm talking about empathy here. That as parents, we need to teach our children morally. Okay? Then we need to still imbibe God's words in them. Inasmuch as children sometimes are very nonchalant to certain things we say as parents or guardian, that does not stop you from doing your job as a parent. All right. When we talk about moral upbringing, respect, to be humble, obedience, it starts from the house. They say charity begins at home. Yeah, charity begins at home. So my lovely people, that's so global audience. The voice you will hear now is Nigeria investigative journalist Kemi Olunloyo. What she have to say about the death of Sylvester Oromoni.
He was under peer pressure. They told him, we have to beat you. They beat him. They told him, you got to drink this stuff. He drank engine oil. Engine oil, one of the boys got hold of from a housemaster's car. I'm telling you what's going on in the investigation. That's what investigative journalism is. People on the inside feeding Kemi with information. The governor wouldn't like it. The police chief wouldn't like it, but that's not my problem. At the end of the day, Sylvester did anything they wanted him to do. They asked him to describe his sister's vaginas. He did. Then he told his parents. His parents said they removed the girls or something. You guys don't know what boarding houses is about. Boarding houses is no different from Big Brother Nigeria. A whole lot of people living in one house. Big Brother. As soon as they get in there, you see what they do. They form their little groups. You see this one talking to that one. Who did Lakon hang out with more? Who did White Money hang out with more? Before you know it, they become lovers in the house.
My people, this one shock on not be so. So what do you think about Kemi's narrative? Do you think that this boy was under peer pressure and he agreed to everything that was done on him? Anti-investigative journalist Kemi, this question is for you. You said late Sai is under peer pressure. So peer pressure, if you really understand the meaning, is when you do something because you want to feel accepted and valued by your friends. So are you telling me now that a JSS2 student is now friends with SS students? Are you telling me right now that Dowen College doesn't have discipline now? A JSS boy now plays with an SSS student. Peer influence can be positive or negative as well. Coping well with peer influence is about getting the right balance between being yourself and fitting in with your group. Are you telling me that these boys have something in common we don't, that the parents don't know and the society at large? Because when you are talking about peer pressure, it can still be when people are talking about behaviors that are not considered socially acceptable or desirable. Are you saying that have the school come up with a social behavior of Sai, something they know that is not of him, and they now notice or realize of late after he had joined the school? Are you talking now that peer pressure is what influenced this boy to succumb to the beating of what led to the death of him?